Yes, that sounds a Finn troll with... What the hell was that, anyway? It's Slagbrodar. Oh, something like that. I really can't pronounce my Finnish and or Swedish or whatever the hell it might happen to be. This is Blue Police, however, on Wine Radio myself, Total Biscuit. Well, I've got another 28 minutes before the Mighty Oaktail and Hordak versus the World commences. So, I have 2 more topics which I would like to deal with. However, first, I've been asked by people to tell them whether or not we are going to BlizzCon and what we think's going to happen at BlizzCon. Well, let me put it this way. If they were doing a BlizzCon, one would assume that they are announcing something. Let me think what that could be. Yeah. Let me think. StarCraft 2, Diablo 3, maybe? There you go. That's pretty much what's going to happen. I would be willing to bet significant amounts of money on it. Yes, and of course any other information that they may or may not have about the WoW expansion, of course. We will, against fire, hell, and all the flak cannons in the world, be flying over there. And we will be at BlizzCon. And if, Blizzard willing, of course, if we manage to do what we did last time, it will be 10 times as epic. Yes, I did just say it. We are going to kick some ass and take some names and hopefully do some broadcasting live from the floor. A hell of a lot of it. If any of you watched our coverage last time, you'll know what to expect. Only a lot better than last time. But, again, that is all up in the air at the moment. We're going to have to budget for it, we're going to have to fundraise for it, and we're going to have to, of course, get Blizzard's permission to do it. So, that's all that I know at this point in time. But I will be there, hell or high water. And badgers with wings. So, now this is a little bit of a dodgy topic, to say the least. But I would like to talk about the complete and total worthlessness of Legacy Zones right now. Now, in my opinion, let's face it, Azeroth right now, the actual land of Azeroth as opposed to the Outlands, is only useful for 2 kinds of people. Alts. Alts and newbies kind of go on the same thing. People leveling up, and of course, gold farmers. Evil aquatic gold farmers. Now, the problem right now, is that now that these zones are being cleared out, there's absolutely no one to kill these little buggers. So they're all over the place. Absolutely all over the place. Now, let's test right now. I hope my computer doesn't crash from doing this. It has been known to. I'm going to log into WoW right now. And I would ask all of you to do the same. If you play WoW in a window, which I do, or you're already in WoW, let's log in. Click play. Come on, WoW. You know you want to load, not like my PC. Filling airtime. In a freeform jazz style. There we go. Come on, loading screen. There we go. It is such a lovely loading screen, is it not? Now, username and password, in we go. Logging into Total Halibut, the level 70 mage on Mazrigo PvP. Let's have a look. As the loading screen bar moves incredibly slowly, I am going to ask you to do a few things. I want you to do who, use who, the who command. Now do who Deadwind. I also want you to do specifically who Ashara. Ashara's probably a better bet, because Deadwind, of course, does still have some people in there for Karazhan, which is obviously completely legit. Now, I want you to do who Ashara. I am in-game right now. Who Ashara. There we go. Who Ashara. Now, I am looking at all of these insanely leveled people. Now, Hunter, Mushroom. Yes, many hunters left side, including the amazingly named Wow Boy and Dixlule, Schlischgme, and Le Canoe. All, of course, level 60. And there's a paladin there, level 70. Now, we can safely say that gold farmers do not use paladins. Let's face it. That is probably the worst method of farming I've ever seen, if you ever actually want to make any money out of it. So, yeah. All of these guys. Now, let's have a look at some other zones, shall we? Who Badlands. Hunter, and there's a druid there, which is fair enough. What else have we got? Who, let's think. Where else could they be? Where could they be hiding? Who's Silithus? Hunter, Hunter, Hunter. What a surprise. And of course, if you even do Who Deadwind, you will find people who are blindingly obviously bots. Now, the interesting thing is that this is a rather unique opportunity. I would like you to, right now, send me in an email stating how many bots you've actually managed to find in an Outland zone. That would be interesting to see, and I want to compare that number to the amount that are available in-game right now. Now, I'm logging out of the game, so leave me alone, and a quick shout out to Giroux and the Legacy who are doing Lady Vash right now. Good luck, folks. Good luck. Anyway, so you will find that there are specific mechanics within the Outland which make botting incredibly difficult. Of course, the first mechanic is the addition of the third axis, the Z-axis, as in vertical. You will find that a lot of the best farming areas are in the air. Now, I don't believe that there are any particular botting programs that are good enough to deal with that idea. Not only that, but you can fall off the side. That's a really important element. If you've seen my Chronicles videos or any other of the gold farming expose videos, you will see that bots have a tendency to run into walls. That's because, of course, they're coded so that they know if they're moving, then that's cool. If they stop moving, they know that they've hit something and they need to turn around. You will see them running into walls all the time. Now, if someone... You don't stop moving when you fell off the side of a floating island into oblivion. So that's not going to work. You'll also find that the mobs in Burning Crusade have little things which make them a little bit more difficult to deal with, such as knockdowns, spell interrupts, things which require you to actually be there and semi-conscious in order to kill them. Now that is quite important. That makes farming, especially for bots, incredibly difficult. More difficult before than last time. So have a look and rack your brains and see how many farmers you've actually seen. Now, I'm not going to say that there aren't any. There are, obviously. I've just got an email from Metalman who says there's one bot, a rogue, in Hellfire Peninsula. Now, that's cool. Hellfire Peninsula doesn't really have those amazing farming areas. Now, Lexi just gave me a really interesting bit of information. There's some hunters in the Grand. Me and a paladin mate kited a ton of them over the edge of the Outlands. Now, you will know, of course, that there are, of course, loads of people farming, elementals. The elemental plateau. Got to be got there by flying mount, but it's not inconceivable. Admittedly, there's a lot more work in getting them out there, getting them a flying mount, and you've got to, as a human, get up there and then set it away botting. There is still a risk that they'll fall off the side. And again, it's a little bit more difficult. A lot more difficult. They are harder mobs. They require you to at least be semi-conscious to do particularly well. Now that's very good countermeasures. The problem is, of course, that none of this has been implemented into the main game. The money that you can earn farming a completely empty zone. I mean, Ashara. Look at Ashara. Nobody there except for bots and one level 70 paladin. It's free reigning for all of them. Absolutely. And that's a real problem. Because they can go on to their heart's content, and that really, well, that sucks. Now, look at the Elemental Plateau, where this is a very popular farming area for humans, and the humans will just gank the bots, or kite them over the cliff, or whatever, and it's not so much of an issue. Now, the question is, what can be done about it? What should be done about it, if anything? Now, I'm going to say something rather controversial, and say that, as far as I'm concerned, those zones need nerfing to hell, as regards to the drops and money. Now, if you want to make them friendly for that, the kind of person who's going to be going there through by default, you want to add some more quests into it, yeah? Now, that's a legitimate thing of doing. You're not going to stay in the shower for too long. There's no particular reason to. There's also no particular reason for any sane player to farm legacy zones, because the amount of money that you can get from Burning Crusade zones is significantly higher. Yeah? It's also a lot more interesting. The quests are a lot better, the XP's a lot better if you're grinding that, if you're farming for stuff. And why farm for all of these mats when they're pretty much useless right now? No one's really interested in legacy mats either, with the exception of a few basic items. However, it's cash and vendor that is, you can have a huge army of bots. Now, if you have a million monkeys and a million keyboards, you will eventually produce Chris Metzen's law manual. And I think that's actually what happened. But anyway, that's a side project. You will find, of course, that it's there. It's certainly a possibility that you just get this many bots, you farm, and you end up vendoring all of this stuff. And you don't have anyone attempting to stop you. And that's understandable. You can't expect people, no matter how anti-gold farmer they may be, to sit around in a zone with no one in and kill these people to their heart's content when it's of no benefit to them. You can't expect that. It's completely unreasonable. Now, unless I make another Chronicles movie, you can't expect me to go and do that either. Although I will do it on the way to Karazhan. But you may say, well, nerfing that is, of course, a nerf to the players who are legitimately using the zone. I disagree, because they're not there to farm. Why would they be? Again, I've said, it's insane. They are there to quest and get through the zone, progress through the zone to the next zone. That's cool. What you need to do, especially in zones like Ajara, which is a very large spread-out zone with not too many quests, is increase the amount of quests there. Now, is it a waste of dev time? Arguably, yes. But you've really got a choice. Either you remodel those zones or you abandon them, which is effectively what's happened. I hate the idea that X many zones have been abandoned for a 6-zone area through the Dark Portal. As interesting and cool as the Dark Portal areas may be, that is just a waste. It really is. And right now it's pretty much being used as a hellhole for farming. Gold farming specifically, botting. Lots of botting. You know, I'd say that it would be safe to pretty much ban 99% of the players in those zones, and I would say that it would be pretty unlikely for you to actually catch a legitimate player there. So what am I suggesting? Quite simple. Again, nerf the zone. Make it better, specifically improve it for legitimate players by adding new quest hubs and new questing areas. Now, people do have alts, so they will go through that content again. There is a point in having it there. Anyone that rolls an alt and actually gets anywhere with it will get to that new content. Make some nice, interesting quest content, link it all up, but nerf the amount of gold, the vendor drops and everything that are dropped from the mobs there. Because if you don't, then all that's going to end up happening is you get infinite number of farmers going through there over and over and over again. And it sucks. It absolutely sucks. It really does. Now, of course, after the break, I will be letting you know as to the results of where are the farmers and what they be grinding. And our last little second win for tonight before we hand over to the one and only Octail and Hordak. But we have Rapping the Forums this week. The horrors of. Enjoy. Yo, 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 folks, shizzle and so forth. It's time for yet another edition of the one and only Rapping the Forums, where we take the worst threads imaginable on the forums and turn them into hip-hop beats and styling, and everyone runs for cover. Boom, boom. Right, let us go. And the question is, why no? Pompyro nerf. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Pom plus Pyro should be nerfed it to ruin PvP and make low HP classes free on nah. Bitches have pretty much lowest HP out of all classes, but they can turn mana pool to HP, so not really low HP. We can me thinks he means that mana shield, it gives mages a little extra time before they die. But to be honest, mate, mana shield does not do much but waste the mage's mana, which stop them casting spells. Smiley face, but yet they can take out enemies before they reach them /sigh. I would like to ask why. Pom plus AP plus Pyro wasn't nerfed as well since Death Wish and Enrage Wars. You mean the crappy shield that absorbs 700 DMG and costs 1,400 mana who mage equals that mage? Instead of calling upon us, why don't you all just ask politely for a buff? Yeah, why don't you remove all the mage charlottes while they're at it? Wouldn't that be fun? Why about Skill Coil and Cloak of Skill, or maybe Skill Reaver or Mage Hunter? Well, man, the shield isn't really worth the effort, but 3 minutes bye-bye is. Some classes actually need to wait 10 minutes before they can even think about attack with 60% win chance. I've never seen a Death Call of a Cloak of Shadows one-shot anyone before. So now Pom plus Pyro is instant win. Cool, I gotta spec that then. If you go 100 in TBC, you need more stamina. Again, more losers moaning about AP/Pom/Pyro. More stamina, less DPS. You can't have both, you see. And you at least have one chance to run away from a waller because dots don't do 4 to 6k damage. Yeah, we need more running about Skill Coil, Mage Hunter, Skill Reaver, and Cloak of Skill fun. Big hits equals less stamina equals less effort to kill Mage. dead mage. Equals you win. Oh, really?
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about its power level? It's over 9,000! Vegeta, what does the scouter say about its power level?
Yo, more stamina. How often do non-warriors run around with 10k HP? No can do. He/he killed me before I could attack slash him or her. Fear the mighty Enrage. Irony, with Enrage this little warrior created an incredible 81846. Gasp, indeed, it truly deserved a nerf, indeed. Oh, he even got a 0608 white crit. The horror, imagine if he had used his death wish. Slash irony, yeah, seriously, this warrior nerf wasn't called for. Always fun when people walk into a troll's trap. So I suddenly run faster than him so that he will never catch me. I see, and those dots do more than enough damage. Isn't it about time you close the pie hole now? I'm getting tired of answering your posts, which make absolutely no sense at all. Yes, and we all expect full stamina because our measures. We should only focus full stamina and forget int plus heal. Tis how world or teamcraft works. So we all spec stamina. Okay, you go do that. Feast your eyes upon this one, Mr. Troll. I've known got lucky and took all my mail armor off, or whatever. WTF pony with me being a hunter, which everyone is. Scared as hell off. Who needs roads when you got these kind of dirty tricks? But didn't even knew there was a mage until I was dead. Just don't ban me. QQ. Pretty much every class should have close to over 10k unbuffed HP in 5 vs 5 arena, or with buffs you should pass it easily. If you don't want to stack up on stamina because you'll lose damage, then you are a critting clown. A PvP is not for you. Please move to BWL so you can pew on mobs that take extra magic damage. I got one shot by a mage in my tanking gear. That's roughly 12,000 health. I'm not afraid to say my tanking gear sucks, but it's friggin' 12,000 health. I'm not gonna pretend it happens often though. But it sure is annoying running around seeing mages casting for bullets instantly everywhere. So a mage one-shots you and your 12k HP tanking gear. If you were brought down to 3k health, even though I'm pissed off at the warrior nerfs, I just gotta act that warriors do go They can keep going until they die, unlike mages. Still, though, 3k fire blast crits and my 3k MS is totally overpowered, right? So you have 10k HP unbuffed. Let's see your armory stats. 7884 HP. Now let's see the screenshot. Pompyro 64,000. And then it's a fire blast of 34,000. You are in dead 1.5 seconds. With which I mean the guy does have a point. It isn't the way PvP should be. And it isn't the way better PvP balance was promoted. Who says I'm playing arenas? Help! Oops. Help! Help! Help!